Now I need to do a join based on company name and tracking number, right? This is the track ID. So what I do is I format this as a string. And I keep the same name as that is here. ये समझ में आया बेटा? And this name is also the same as it is here. समझ आया बेटा कि नहीं आया? And I say format track, sorry, stock item. ये हो गया. Is it clear? So now what it will do is it will do a join of this except. Correct? Based on tracking number and the company name. In case tracking number is not there, then based on the master ID and the company name, I can look up a tracking number here. Yes or no? Is it clear? Yes or no? ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? Team, is it clear?
Okay, sir.
And I press enter. So what I'm giving you is a story here. So your next step is, so when they ask you to define it, what is my project? So for batch-wise inventory valuation, we first found those invoices that had a delivery note and not a sales invoice. This was done by using except and join between the two tables. In your interview cheat sheet, guys, just be careful here. In your interview cheat sheet, Achha, company name is already there. Sorry. If he asks you, what is the example of except or inner join? Example of except and inner join. You copy and paste this code. Right? जो मैंने दिया है उसे कंपनी नेम हटा देना बस. This is clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, beta. Pick this up Your natural inner join is here. The format is here. And except is here. ये क्लियर है कि नहीं है? ये सीधा का सीधा चेप देना होता है. सो ये मैं वेरिएशंस दे रहा हूं तो कोड जो है रेडीमेड रेट पे रखना. ये चीट शीट. इज इट क्लियर? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now what I would like you to do is कि purchase missing tracking number ले लोगे. Right. Now I come down to his batch. And I pick up the closing quantity batch. So in the closing quantity batch, all, now here it is going to be all. ये हो जाएगा ना. Item name, company name, less than equal to date compare, batch name. So अगर तुम्हारा ये query आती है row and filter level context. So if you have an interview which is on a screen, सारी cheat sheet लेकर के copy paste कर देना. Row and filter level context in the same query. ये चेप देना. देवज्योति समझे बेटा? रोहित मैं तुम्हें दूंगा तो अगर तुम्हारा उससे होता है ना दिन तुम इसको ये कर देना. क्लियर? फिल्टर लेवल कॉन्टेक्स्ट, रो लेवल कॉन्टेक्स्ट, रो लेवल कॉन्टेक्स्ट, फिल्टर लेवल कॉन्टेक्स्ट. यहां पे मैं लिखूं रो फिल्टर. क्लियर है?
हाँ.
रटा हुआ है? ये सुनो बच्चों, ये तुम फोड़ देना. इज इट क्लियर बेटा? अब इसके नीचे हम वो डालेंगे. अब इसमें इनवर्ट क्वांटिटी वाला आएगा. So how will we calculate the batch rate is invert quantity, right? ये क्या हुआ मूवमेंट का? रोहित ये क्या था? सेल्स इन्वेंट्री का चाहिए ना. तुम्हें तो ये वाला चाहिए होगा ना, इन्वर्ट कितनी आई बेटा, है ना? ये वाला चाहिए होगा ना, कितना अंदर आया उस बैच में. इज इट करेक्ट? इसको कैन यू रेप्लिकेट इट? See, it's very simple. It's just copying the entire thing and simply removing the credit quantity. दिखाओ तुम.
अरे सर ओपनिंग बैलेंस कैसे लेके आ पाएंगे?
क्या बात कह रहे हो यार रोहित?
फॉर सेम बैच फॉर सेम आइटम
100% आएगा. क्या बात कह रहे हो?
फॉर सेम एंड फॉर, उस दिन दिखाया था ना सर वो प्रॉब्लम मैंने,
क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है?
उस दिन वो स्क्रीनशॉट भेजे थे, ये मैं अभी फिर से भेज
ये
रहा हूँ।
ओपनिंग बैलेंस से क्या प्रॉब्लम है बच्चे?
नहीं अभी भेज रहा हूँ, मैं स्क्रीनशॉट भेज रहा हूँ।
So your invert quantity team at this level
देखो देखो इनके लिए ओपनिंग बैलेंस कैसे आएगा यहाँ पर।
बेटा
इसमें
तुमने
नहीं,
बिल्कुल सही किया है ना. फिल्टर ऑल कर
ऊपर
दो.
ऊपर ऊपर वाले में, इसमें नहीं, इसमें तो वो लॉजिक है इसी में, यहाँ पे
मैं देख नहीं सकता. हाँ बोलो, इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
इसमें नागपुर 2022 लिखा है और यहाँ पे नागपुर 2022 है ही नहीं,
But
वो
what you are
कैसे
saying
आएगा?
is
फोर
the
से
opening stock has Nagpur old as the go down, but in the voucher inventory movement it does not have Nagpur new.
नो सर,
That's what I'm trying to say. So that is not the developer's issue. That is the issue with the client. You are not responsible for it. How are you responsible for this?
नहीं तो मैं बता रहा हूँ ना सर, फिर ओपनिंग बैलेंस आ ही नहीं पाएगा ना उनका यहाँ पे फिर, फॉर सेम आइटम सेम बैच।
Shit यार रोहित, मेरे को बेटा ये समझ आया ना, उसकी इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन कैसे आ रही है यार क्लाइंट की. मेरे को आई एम नॉट स्टिल एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड उसकी वैल्यूएशन टैली दे कैसे रहा है. If the opening balance is not there, then how is the inventory being valued? I have no clue on this beta. Frankly, I don't have a clue. How is Tally giving it? Because Tally is picking up the first batch rate, right? For that
Yes, sir.
particular, but it is not picking it up by go down also. I'm still not clear. How is Tally doing it? Because the report is very clearly stating batch, right? So your batch is at the level of granularity of the go down. I'm not able to understand it actually. So Rohit, if the voucher batch inventory has a different go down name and the opening batch is a different go down name, that is an issue not to be resolved by the development team. That is an end client problem. If they have client has a problem with that, then they can do it by the way we have done it at the stock item view level. I cannot do more than this. Because at the stock item batch level, go down will come into picture. So what you are saying is that this, but what if you remove the go down only? What happens? Who simply keep the batch in the item, then
नहीं तो वो सेम बैच और सेम गोडाउन के लिए फिर मिनिमम मैक्सिमम लेना पड़ेगा ना, फिर और क्या है।
okay, so the same batch can be across multiple go downs also.
यस सर, है तो ना, उसमें स्क्रीनशॉट में है ना, सेम बैच के लिए।
Okay, fine. So that you'll have to talk with the client now, beta, because even I'm also not clear. Because as far as I'm concerned, the clients do not have a proper valuation of their inventory, which is a, for me, it's a big problem. Because how do I know my gross profit? No? So what you're saying here is, I pick this up, go down name is equal to this go down name, which is here, right? Is my understanding correct? That's what you're saying, right? No, your point is correct, Rohit. Abhi beta, I'll make the code. With this, I'm even not clear, beta, कि कैसे होगा. I'll put it in the Power BI file. I'll put it in the code, and the resources can replicate it and make the story. Tally inventory, I don't know how to do it. So your team can make another column. Jyoti, is it better clear or not? Because I'm making you a story. So what I'm doing here is for your the resources is I'm giving you the story here, which you can replicate in the interview as well as the ready-made code of DAX.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
This is clear. So what
Yes,
you
sir.
need to do is to practice this DAX code. Do it 2-3 times. Build up your story and keep this cheat sheet. So the moment he says all and in, cut, copy, paste. वो चुप हो जाएगा. Otherwise, Indian interviewers are very vague. So invert quantity batch. But how did you put the debit quantity here? Rohit, in this particular code, this is the opening balance, right? How did you put the debit quantity? How did you get the valuation? उसका कैसे किया था तुमने? So this is the build quantity, है ना? So how would we know the invert quantity here?
नेगेटिव में तो शायद इनवर्ड है और पॉजिटिव है तो आउटवर्ड है.
इन्वर्ट कैसे दी थी तुमने?
तो नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव का डिफरेंस है इनवर्ड और आउटवर्ड में।
तुम्हारे में इन्वर्ट कैसे आई थी रोहित? ये कैसे निकली थी? Because I can take it from accounting allocations. I could have gone and done it, but उससे stock general नहीं आता. Second. उस तुम्हारा भी यही है ना schema?
हाँ सर।
Yours also the same schema, right?
यस सर।
And I say and do we need to keep the ledger parent now into picture? Because it should be a purchase account. Is it correct? Yes or no?
यस सर।
So ledger has to be purchase account, right? So I take this here. And ledger group has to be picked up, right? And this ledger group would be picked up from here, right? This is same. So I pick this logic up. And I put it here. Right? Yes or no, beta? Right? Tell me.
यस सर।
Guys, can we start in some little time? Actually, I've got a client call. So I pick this up here. Control V. And I say stock item. Company name. Stock item. Master ID. Is this clear? At batch level. Enter कर दो. Correct? Yes or no? So your invert quantity in the batch is contains string, ledger, stock item, okay, it's already there, purchase. Is this correct? Yes or no? ये मान के चलें क्या? Yes, that's correct. Right? So anything which is in purchase, it will go. Now, one question could be example of a column. So difference between column and a measure. So Rohit, measure is on the fly. Column is an added column. In a column, one can have row level context based on dimension attributes. ये समझ में आया तुम्हें कि नहीं आया? ये तो measure में, you cannot put this in measure. Correct? Dimension attribute. ठीक है? This cannot be put in a measure. In a measure, you'll have to do a calculate and you'll have to put a min or a max. Correct? In a measure, for your row level context, one has to put min or a max. Correct है कि नहीं है? Is it clear? Yes or no? So now guys, can you put in the same thing which we have done here for quantity, for value? Can you guys do it? Yes or no? Then you'll get the weighted average rate. अरे बोलो तो यार.
Yes, sir.
ये बैच अमाउंट लेना है. करेक्ट रोहित, यही है ना?
हाँ सर.
Then weighted average rate and then cost of goods sold. ऐसे आ जाएगा. Shall I close this session? बट ट्राई करो तुम लोग, अब स्टार्ट करो, मैं इसको दे देता हूँ. Okay, चलो then, bye.